Hey, what's up? This is George Shamoun. I want to welcome you to this video. As you saw the title, it's about Linux commands and how to learn Linux commands. So, if you have any question while I am presenting, submit them in a comment, and on and off, I'll be looking at the comment box. I can answer you, and hopefully, I have the answers for you. And if I don't, I will. Direct you to another resource, but I should be able to help you if you're uh, a Linux user, or you want to start using Linux. And I want to talk to you about how to learn how to use Linux commands. What do you need? What resources? And how to get started. And I added a note about a course I have online and a discount. So if you're interested in joining the course, check out the link. And I'm given a 50% off discount until the end of February. So basically, it will be 97 over to maybe about 48, $49 plus taxes, I think. So it's very cheap. Uh, Take advantage of the offer now. And if not, you can get a lot of benefits here on those videos. And I have a lot of videos on YouTube, even if you don't need to join any course. And also there are a lot of free information online, and there are a lot of courses uh, in other resources. So yeah, so like I said, if you have any questions, submit it in a comment. So again, this is about learning the next command. So the first method how to learn Linux is to do a search on the internet. First, before anything else, uh, you have to have Linux installed on your machine. You have to have access to the terminal. If you don't have access to the terminal, you can't even do anything. You can't even try the commands you can learn, whether you do a search on the internet or you have a book or you're taking an online course. You're not going to be able to do anything. So you have to make sure you have access to the terminal. And uh, there are different methods of accessing the terminal. First, you can install it on your computer. First, myself, I have a computer dedicated for Linux. It's only running Linux. I used to do like dual boot, install Windows and Linux together. Then I changed. Then so at the end, I have a a computer running Linux only, nothing else. It's fully dedicated for Linux. And so, welcome, Divinity is the GOAT. Hi, welcome to the live stream. So, again, installing now, if you don't have a computer fully dedicated for Linux, and let's say most of us have a Windows computer or Mac. I think Mac have access to the terminal too. You can use it, but let's talk about most people are using. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you. So. Uh, So if you have a Windows machine, you can also use the virtual machine. You can use there are so many ways to use a virtual box. So basically, it's a hypervisor, which is an operating system running on a top of your operating system. It's a virtual machine, so you can install Linux as a virtual machine on your Windows computer, and that's another way to access Linux terminal. So welcome, guys. Mini Madawag. Hi, thank you for joining, guys. Thank you so much. Submit your questions if you have any questions about learning Linux and Linux commands, or if you're already using Linux, let me know so we can talk about it. I can help you with the knowledge I have. I have basic knowledge about using commands, but my knowledge, and I have a course, I have the link in the description. uh, my knowledge is great for somebody who's starting new, or a beginner, or somebody who intends to learn Linux. If you're very advanced, you will know those what I'm talking about, and you'll know more than me, maybe. But this is for somebody like me, have the basic knowledge, and they want to. So This is my course here. If you're interested, you know, it's uh, it's 97. With this coupon code, it becomes 50% off. It will be 48, $49 plus taxes. So I'm not gonna keep talking about my course. So I mentioned a couple times. That's enough, you know. But there are a lot of free resources online, and there are Udemy. There are so many platforms that you can use, you know. So again, you have to have Linux terminal installed. The second option, you can do a search on the internet. So start looking on the internet. Let's say you go to Google. Just type, how do I use Linux commands? You get a lot of resources, and you'll get a lot of information. And since you have the terminal and you have access to the terminal, then you start typing those commands. You know. So and also you can get another resource. You can get a book. Myself, I like books. It doesn't matter what kind of resources I'm using nowadays. Even we are in 2025, and most of us, turn to the internet and to social media and for information. Maybe not everybody likes books anymore, but myself, I like them. I think books are essential for learning any skills besides what you're using, online courses, the internet, you know. That's why I always buy books, even though sometimes I don't look in the books, I don't open it, but I like to have it as a backup, as another resource besides the internet and the online courses, what I use. And the Linux, I have a Linux book here I can show you. It's not for beginner, I think, but it's right here. Let me show you. It's how Linux works, and I bought a book. Then I forgot that I have it. I bought, so I don't. I have two copies now of this same book. You know, it's good as a reference, but I don't recommend it for somebody starting new. For somebody starting new, there is a book, the same series, but uh, it says Linux commands, I think, not how Linux works, you know. But there are a lot of resources, a lot of books online, you know. Just get to any resource online and find books, you know, Linux commands for beginners or something, and you can find a lot of them. So this is another way. Another method is to take a course in person or online, because there are a lot of online courses that you can take too, like live session, live teaching. You know, like a teacher is teaching you online live. You know, but this can be expensive, and nowadays most people are going through online courses with some help. You know. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please submit it in the comments so I can answer you now. What book are you talking about? Welcome, vibing, and thanks for your question. Let me show you the book I have. You know, I'm showing you what I have, but it doesn't mean that's the only book, you know. But I like this series because it gives you a lot of information and you can understand it as a beginner and advanced. This is the book I have, How Linux Works. Do you see it? Let me flip the screen 1 second. Flip the screen. Yeah, this one here. It's how Linux works. This series for Brian Ward is good, you know. So, but there are, if you open the back of this one, there are a lot of books that shows you uh, what he has, you know. And there's one, the one I recommend, not this one. If you want to learn Linux commands, you know, this one is more advanced. The one I have, I recommend this one. This one here. Uh, this the Linux command line. This one, this one will be this one will be a better option if you're new, you know, as a reference for using. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, yeah. But there are other resources. There's another series of books I like. Let me show you. It's the this one here, the easy steps. This is another series of books. I like it, you know, because they're easy and they give you color text and the pictures. You know, it's like you think it's for kids, but it's not. You know, it's like I have one for let me flip the screen again. So I have one for JavaScript. I'm learning JavaScript, and I have another one for Python. For Python. So this series is good. In easy steps, and they're very very cheap books. I think it's about 12. Let me see, about 15, $16 in the US. So you can buy those from Amazon. They have them. So by the way, guys, I'm not affiliated with those books. I'm just showing you what I have. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Are you interested in learning Linux? Do you use it? Are you familiar with it? Uh, do you work? What industry are you in? Do you go to college? Let me know so we can talk. This is a two-way conversation. So you can ask me questions, you can share your opinions, and every question is important for me. There is no simple questions or naive question. Any questions you submit is important, but I may not be able to answer every question for you, but I'll do my best. So and also make sure you subscribe, because I am trying to grow my channel, and the more subscribers I have, the more videos I make like these, and I will help you live and make long form and short form videos. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because some of you are already subscribers. So so yeah. And if you want me to, since I am at my machine here at my Linux terminal, I can run any commands you want me to. If you're interested to learn about commands, about Linux, you want me to use them to show you how I use them on a terminal, I can do that too. Let me know, because sometimes people will be attending on this in this presentation, and they tell me, how do I use this command? Can you show me this, that? I can do that because I'm logged in and I have access to the terminal now. And let me show you how the terminal looks like. Let me see here. So yeah, I'm gonna flip the screen to show you what I have here. So let me see. This is the terminal here. Let me see. This is the terminal. Let me move this to the side here. This is the terminal window. This is where you log in and use your Linux commands, and this is the prompt here, if you see it. And what I do, I can clear the screen, and the way I do it is clear, CLEAR, enter, and this is, you have a clean screen now. This is where you type the Linux command. And this terminal where you type Linux commands is running on a top. Actually, the desktop is running on the top of this. So basically, this is the desktop here. So even if you're not, if you're new and you don't want to start fully with Linux commands, you can use the Linux desktop in conjunction with the Linux terminal to use commands. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. So yeah, anyone else have any questions or any comments about Linux or how to use Linux commands? Let me know. Uh, Yeah, I want to thank you so much for joining this live stream. Usually, my channel is a small. I don't have a lot of people attending, but I still enjoy it, and I like to present even if one person is watching the video, and I want to help people. So, yeah, anyone else have any questions or any comments, or you want to share your opinions about using Linux and Linux commands? So let me know. Yeah, so Linux is very important skills to learn if you're even if you're not in a tech field. You can be in a tech field or any other field. and you can still use it for so many reasons, because the command line is very powerful when it comes to using Linux, and you can do a lot with it. So yeah, so let me see if somebody subscribed. Okay, so yeah, so let me show you how to use certain commands. So if we access the terminal window, and the way you access it, you just go to the desktop here. Let me flip the screen. You go to the desktop here, and you click on this one, on this icon, and you get access to the terminal. And see this here. Yeah, so let's say you wanna you wanna use the command ls. Ls, it will list your ls. It will list your current directory, the content. It shows you how to have what to have, like what you have. Let's say directories and folders and files, and you can tell from the color. Now, if you want any details, you can use the ls with dash I think LA. Yeah, so it will give you more details and about the files, whether the file is a directory or not, and if it's a link, who's the owner of the file, uh, who created it, and when was it created, and when was, you know, and you can also use another command I like. Let me clear. So basically, whenever you want to clear the screen, you use clear here, clear, clear. So this is how you know what? Let me just direct my phone here to the screen, and then I can. So can you guys hear me still and see the screen here? Can you see it? Let me see here. Yeah, let me know in a comment box if you can hear it, and I guess I should put it here closer to the screen. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So, so this is the Linux commands, the terminal. So if you look at it now, this is how it looks like, and you can type commands here. So yeah, so let's say I wanna type. Let me just switch this here. I wanna type ls. So type ls. Ls. It will give you the a list of directories and files here. It gives you different colors. You can tell which is a directory, which is a file, and what you can do, if you do again, if you clear the screen, and you use if you use the up and down arrow, the up arrow, it will give you the other commands you used. The down arrow, it will go forward. And you can use the ls with a flag or modifier or a switch, they call them. When you ls, the one I just used now, and then if you can use the dash a, it'll give you a list, this in this format, and then you can do uh, L. It'll give you another format, different kind of details, and so this is an example of the ls. Now, if you want to use pwd, it will give you your present working directory. Sometimes you want to know what directory you're in, because you might be navigating from one to another. So if you click this one here, it will show you this is the current directory, which is my home directory. And the home directory is the tilde. Is it's So if I want to go to it, I'll use cd. Cd, it will change directory. So let's say cd to the root directory. It will take me to the root directory, and again pwd, it's gonna change. It's gonna show you I am at the root directory right here, So let me see if you see it. Yeah, this is the root directory here. This one here. That's the sign /. And before I was in this one here, which is the home directory. So yeah, so that's how you use it. So let's say I am in a root directory now, and I want to go to my home directory. I just change cd tilde, which is the home. The home is represented by this one here. It's the use it. It's one of the keyboard on the top next to the functions. And if you click on this one, it's gonna take me to the home directory. And how I know where I am, I just hit pwd and you hit enter. It will give you the commands here, like the current directories. So let's clear this one. So what? So guys, those commands are in uh, in my course. It's right here, the course. So this is I can show it in a minute. So let me see if there's any questions. Anyone have any questions or any comments or let me see. Yeah, there's no questions. So yeah. So let's say I want to use another command. Let's say I want to use the I want to use. There's a calculator in Linux terminal. You can use it. So basically, the calculator is this. You just hit BC. Once you hit BC, that's the calculator in Linux, and you hit enter, and it will give you this note here. So you can use it as a calculator. So let's say two. You want to multiply two power 40. Let's say I think the power is asterisk asterisk. Let's try two power two is four standard. So it's not. Let me see. Maybe it's the caret, the control. Uh, two two times. Let's see, two times. Yeah. Okay. So the asterisk is for two times two, or let's say you want to multiply two times eight. It should be 16. So this is 16. So basically, this is a calculator here, and I want to figure out how to use the power. Yeah, the power. I think it's. Let me see. The power is. The caret sign, this sign here, to power 2. Let's try it. Yeah, so that's the sign you use for power. So let's say you want to use 2 power 16. Let's see, 2 power 16. It gives you 65,536. Let's say 2 power 1000. It's going to be a big number. This is a big number. Let's say 2 power 10,000. That's even a bigger number. 2 power 100,000. That's even bigger number. And let's see. Uh, let's see. 2 power. Let's do the 2 power million. 2 power. 2 power million. So it takes some time because it's a big number. This one is big, but it still gave it. So this is how you use the calculator, and you can use it to anything. Like let's say you wanna divide. So two over three. Enter. 2 by 3. 2 by 3. I don't know why I gave it 0. Okay, 2/4. 0. I'm not sure why it's given 0. 2, maybe percentage. 2/4. Ah, let's say 100 over over 250. Okay. So yeah, so that's how you use it. So anybody have any question? Can you hear me well? Can you see my screen? Let me see. Yeah, are you able to see my screen, and can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me and if you see my screen. And also, if you have any questions about any Linux commands you want me to run, let me know so I can run it on my screen now. Since I have the terminal up and running now, let me know. And yeah, and if you have any question about learning Linux, let me know. Or if you already use it, what's the reason you use it? What are your goals? What commands do you use? Are you in a IT field? Are you in a cybersecurity? Are you in the network engineering field? What field are you in? Because all of those will they can use Linux. So, by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel because I wanna grow it, and I need your help in growing my channel. And the more you subscribe, the more video I make in return to help you, like these live videos and long form videos and short videos. So let me know if you have any question. Again, we're talking about, if you're just joining on this live stream, we're talking about Linux commands, how to learn in Linux, what do you need. And then I have a link to my course. If somebody interested in joining my course, I'm giving a good discount. It's a 50% discount, so it ends the end of February. So use it if you want, if you're looking for a course. And I stand behind my course, and I will help you even live. You can get live with me, live sessions like these. So yeah, but if you have any question now, I can help you now. Let me know. So again, if you're on this live stream, I want to thank you so much. I want to welcome you. This is George Shamoun. It's on, today is February the 16th, 2025. So, yeah, obviously now it's live. Once I'm done, it's not gonna be live anymore. It will say streamed, and the time. But now, if you have any question, I will reply to you right away. Let me know. And I just showed a book I have about Linux commands, and I should say Linux. I think Linux command. I mean, it can go either. I like to say Linux. It's easier. So, yeah, yeah. This channel is a small. That's why we don't have a lot of subscribers and a lot of audience. But I'm okay with that. Even if there's one person watching and asking question, I will help. It doesn't matter. Every one of you is important to me. So, yeah. Any Is any of you learning Linux? Let me know if you're learning Linux commands, or if you use it. Let me know what are your thoughts about Linux and using it and learning it. Let me know, and I will help you. Yeah, so this is how Linux looks like. The one I'm using is Linux Ubuntu 22.04, and this is how it looks like. This is the terminal window. This is how it looks like, and it's running. I have two monitors, and it's running on this laptop. It's kind of old laptop, but it's running still. Uh, this one used to run Windows 8. Then Windows 8 kept asking me to upgrade and install antivirus software. So I installed Linux on it, and removed Windows. And this is the docking station. This is my setup at home, for my personal use. Sometimes I work from home. On Friday, I work from home. I have different setup. All what I use from the whole setup, this monitor, everything else will change when I'm working for my main job. But this is the what I have home. Two monitors, connections here, obviously, to the docking station. This is the docking station. This is my laptop, and this is my server here. I don't log into it too much unless I have to, but it's a Linux server. So basically, uh, at home, I run Linux only. So I've been running Linux. I mean, Linux does not replace. It doesn't replace Windows, because Windows, there are some software you can use that Linux does not run. Let's say you use Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and certain services they don't run on Linux, and I understand that. So yeah. So this is it's been snowing here. I'm coming to you now from South Dakota, from Sioux Falls. It's been snowing, and this is the snow outside. So, but the roads, it's very cold. The roads are clean, but it's very cold today. I don't know, it's gonna dip to minus 10 or 20. So, yeah, but the view is nice. I like the snow, when I'm inside. But I don't like the severely cold weather. Yeah, so this is the snow. It's like on those chairs outside, the outside chair on the patio. They have, yeah. So I'm back here. Yeah. Anyone have any questions or any comments or any topics you want to discuss on this channel, on my YouTube channel? I talk about the different type of software and software as a service. And even though this uh, presentation is about learning Linux and how to use Linux commands, I talk about other software and software as a service. I talk about Visual Studio Code, that's a code editor you can use if you are a web developer or a software developer. Myself, I'm learning some programming languages and some coding, web page coding, and I'm taking some courses. So I've been using it. It's a great software, and I recommend everybody to use Visual Studio Code because it's one of the best code editors, and you can use it to so many languages, and it runs on different kind of computers. It runs on Linux, on Mac, on Windows. So and it's for free. It's made by Microsoft, and it's for free. Anyone else have any questions or comments or topics? Let me know what you want to talk about, as long as it's within the technology and software as a service that I'm talking about. That's the topic I like to talk about, and I'm familiar with the basics of it. Not. But other topics I don't like to discuss. Some people want to talk about other topics that I don't know about. So yeah. Anyone have any questions or comments, or if you like to share your opinion, let me know what you think here. So yeah, questions, any questions, comments, topics, let me know. I wonder where you guys tuning in from. I mean, I don't have a lot of people coming in. Like people are tuning in and out. That's why you don't see a lot of people on this live stream. But you know, s- I wonder where people are tuning in from. But yeah, All right. Yep. Again, we're talking about Linux commands, how to use Linux and how to learn it, how to get started with it, how to improve your knowledge when it comes to Linux. Let me know if you have any questions or this is another view of the snow outside. It's right here. There's a lot of, it's not too bad. There's about 3, 4 inches or 5 inches on the ground. I mean, the roads are clear, but still, there's a lot of, yeah. Anyone else have any questions or guys, don't be afraid to share your comments or questions as long as they're related to this topic, to the technology topic, software and software as a service. I'll be very happy to help you if I am aware of the answers and I have the knowledge. If not, I will refer you to other resources. But let me know if you have any question. I'm here to help you. And yeah, so there's okay. It looks like there is no more questions coming in, and there is no viewers. So maybe I should wrap up the video. All right. So, oh, but there's one watching. Now there's 3 people go and leave, and they're in and out. The um, again, do you have any commands you want me to run on my machine here? Let me know. So, do you have other topics related to software and software as a service you want to talk about? Let me know. So, so yeah, it looks like today people are not too enthusiastic about the Linux commands topic. That's why nobody is submitting questions. Yeah. Okay. So there is no more question. I guess I'm gonna have to wrap up the video because it looks like people are not interested in this topic today. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But since there's no more questions, nobody have any question, I'm gonna have to wrap up the video. So I will give you 1 minute. So if you have any question within the next minute, I'm gonna hang out for a minute. So let me know if you have any questions so I keep going. Otherwise, there is no sense to keep going because no questions coming in. Yeah, let's give it 1 minute. All right. So yeah, with that said, again, go through the notes and the description notes and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video. There's no more question. There's two people coming now, and if you have any question, let me know before I close the video, before I wrap up the video. So, questions about learning Linux commands? Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm gonna have to wrap up the video. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you in the next video. So let's end it. How to end it? Oh, okay. So connection. All right. So let's end it from here.